Hi everybody, as you can see I already have this eye done, and what I'm going to be starting with is the Urban Decay Primer Potion, and I'm going to be placing that all over my eye, and I'm going to be spreading it around with my finger, and I'm also going to be putting some underneath at the bottom of my eye since there's going to be obviously makeup on there as well, and we want it to stay in place. So I'm placing that all over. Now the first color that I'm going to be using is the Sidecar. I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I apologize. But I'm going to be placing that all over my lid with this flat brush. And as you can see there, I'm just placing it, just trying to stay really on that lid area. I don't want to be, in the crease or anything like that. I just want to stay in the lid area. Okay. Next, I'm going to be using the Dark Horse, and I'm going to be placing that in my crease area with this crease brush. And I'm going to try to stay just mainly in this crease area, as you can see there, and not really go above. Just stay right in that crease. Okay? And as you're focusing on the crease, next what I want to do is I want to use my Half Baked, and I'm going to place that above the crease. I'm going to be placing it right there, just right there above the crease. It's a very pretty color, and I'm just placing it above. I'm not really placing it on the crease that we just did, just, pretty much above. And I'm using the Real Technique brush. I absolutely love it. Okay, next I'm going to be using Virgin, and I'm going to be placing that on my brow bone. And I'm going to be using, it's a flatter side brush, and I'm just going to be sweeping that right on the brow bone, as you can see here. Just focusing on that brow bone. Give it a nice, really pretty highlight. And now I'm just blending those colors in, lightly blending. And next, what I'm going to be using is Creep. And I'm using my sort of like MAC 217 brush, but it's actually my Sedona Lace, which I love my Sedona Lace brushes. And I'm going to be focusing on crease on my outer V. So I'm just going to be placing that right there, as you can see, and I'm sweeping it up, sweeping it down, just to make that V, as you can see here. And I'm just placing that right there, focusing on the corner. Next, I'm going to be using my Carbon Black by L'Oreal, my Extra Intense Liquid Pencil. And I'm placing that in my waterline, as you can see here. And it is such a deep black color, and it is like a liquid. So I am placing that there. And now I'm going to be using Creep, and I'm going to be using one of the Real Technique brushes. It's really thin, and I'm going to be sweeping Creep right underneath on my lash line, right below my waterline, and just sweeping that right there. And now I'm going to be using that same pencil again. I'm going to be placing that on top on my upper lash and making a really nice line. And I'm going to also be placing it just a little bit in my eyelash, my upper eyelashes. And now I'm using Creep again. And I'm going to be brush just right over on top of where I made that line. And as you can see, it covered in all the white that was showing. And now I'm taking this really fluffy blender brush, and I actually got this from the Ipsy collection, which it's now called Ipsy, but it was my glam. And now what I'm using is the Revlon Precise glue. And this stuff is really great. I love the wand, and I know you guys think I'm funny for placing that on there, but to be honest with you, for me, it's just so much easier. I mean, you can put it on the actual lash, it just depends on what's easy for you, but this for me is, really easy. And just make sure that you don't get the glue in your eye, because obviously that's not what it's for, but if it can go on the lash and it goes on your eye, I don't see why it can't go directly on your actual lash line. And now I'm going to be using these really amazing eyelashes by the House of Lashes. And these are 100% human hair, and it's by ilove.me. And you can actually go to their website. I'll make sure to place their link below. But oh my goodness, guys, I am loving their lashes. I have a haul coming for you of eyelashes soon. And next I'm going to be using, of course, my go-to product, And it is my L'Oreal Mascara Volume Collagen. And I'm going to be placing that all over my real eyelash and the fake ones. And it got kind of goopy on the end, but I fixed it. So you can use like an eyelash comb, and it'll, you know, go, you just pull it right through and it'll pick, you know, all the hairs that are stuck together. So that way, you know, it doesn't look all clumpy. And I absolutely love these lashes, guys. Wait till you hear my review on them. They feel so natural and they feel awesome. But this is the finished look. I hope you like this look. If you have any questions, or if you would like me to do, you know, a certain look or tutorial, I would be happy to. And just place everything, you know, in the comment section. And I will make sure to put those lashes also in the info bar for you guys. Okay, see you later. Bye.